Hi everybody, it's Oksana and welcome to my February favorites. So I don't have a lot of things, but I'm sure I'll find a way to ramble on forever. Anyways, I have three makeup-y things and then a few, like, I don't want to call them fails. I don't have a problem with saying fails most of the time if the product is truly a fail, but in this case it's things that I didn't really like all that much, but I can see why some people would like them. So you know, one of those things where I don't want to say they're bad. They just didn't work out for me, and I think I'm gonna braid my hair. I guess on camera. I just want to kind of get it out of my face, and it's been very fluffy. So I thought that I would just braid it and put it on the side, maybe. I don't really like having my hair up when I'm filming because I feel like I don't know. It just looks weird. But as long as it's noticeable that I have hair. Like if I just have it all back, then I think it looks weird. But if I have like a braid or something on the side, then it's better. Anyways, first thing, this Honest Conditioning Detangler. I think I mentioned it before in the past. This is a wonderful product. I really like it. It smells lovely. It works really great to make your hair kind of less poofy and frizzy. It works really great at actually detangling hair, especially children's hair. I use this on my daughter and it helps so much. So this is a great product, and it's, you know, it's relatively affordable. It's natural. I think Target carries this. I think I bought it on Vitacost. So that's a great product. Another product is a nail polish that I'm excited to show you guys because I haven't talked about nail polish in forever because I haven't painted my nails in forever. But this has been one of my favorite nail polishes for a really long time. Pretty much all of the Color Club, what are they called? Like halo effects or something? I don't know. It doesn't say. But this one is called Cloud 9 and it's their holographic nail polish. I only have one coat of it on today and I just think it's so pretty, and it does look better if you have two coats, but one coat is still acceptable, you know. I like nail polishes that, like, if I don't have time to put on a second coat, it's okay. It's not going to be like super streaky and horrible. So I really like this. It's just so pretty. I love holographic nail polishes. So finally I'm wearing nail polish. I'm very excited about that. And this thing, I've had this forever and I keep meaning to mention it and then I just keep forgetting about it. But this is a concealer pencil from Monave, and this one, or Crayon I think it's called, this one is in the color Kerrie with a K. And at one point they had little samples, which is what this is. That's why it's not a physical crayon. And I've actually been using it for a really long time. There's a big dent. You can almost see like the bottom. But the reason it's taken me so long to use this up is because I use this on my face as a face concealer. And so just every once in a while I need to like cover a blemish. You know, this isn't something that I'm going to go through super fast. But I feel like this color is just a really great color. It's a little bit, you know, yellow and light. And I just feel like it really works at covering up pimples and stuff on my face. Here it is blended out, and it's just creamy and nice. And if I ever run out of this little sample, I'll buy a real crayon. But this is just a nice product to have around. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Oh Suds concealer, which was another nice one I used to own a long time ago. But that went bad because it's been a long time. Let me think. Okay, so let's move on to things that are kind of, actually no, one more favorite. One more like true favorite. So, giant towel. This is something, I had a pink one of these towels from Silk Naturals. Loved it to pieces, mentioned it a lot. I basically, because I like to use it for different things, so I end up cutting it up into pieces, and it got used up is what happened basically, and I lost one of the pieces that I was using on my face. I don't know where it went. It just disappeared one day. So I bought a new one of these. And this is how huge it is. Here's a little piece I cut out because I like to use this on my face. It's very scrubby. If you're going to use it on your face, you need to be gentle. But on your body, it's great too as an exfoliator. It's like this plasticky, scrubby towel, but it's amazing for everything, for literally everything. It's going to be the best $3.99 or $4.99 you will ever spend. Actually, now that I think about it, this one, it's the same one that you get from Silk Naturals, but I had just placed an order with them and I forgot to add it to my cart, and I was so mad at myself, and I didn't want to like buy it again and pay shipping, and I ended up buying it on Amazon. I think it's called like Japanese scrubby towels. So yeah, this is technically not the Silk Natural ones, but they sell it, and I think it's cheaper to get it from them if you know, if you don't have to like pay shipping separately if you're buying other things and just adding it on. But I just happened to forget. Anyways, it's great for things around the house too, because it's so scrubby. If you need to, you know, wash and clean and scrub things, it's just so handy. I've used it to clean my shower. I've used it on so many things, and I just think it's a great thing to have around your house. You will find a use for it, and you will love it. If you have kids that like to draw with marker on walls, it's great for scrubbing that too. All right, now we're getting to things that are just kind of So first is this Pacifica Setting Brow Gloss. And I posted a picture of this on Instagram that came out so blurry. But basically, the gist of it is, it doesn't show up very well on your brows. It's like a mascara for your brows, and the color's light. It's a pretty light color. It's a little bit more goldeny and lighter than my natural eyebrows are. So that's possibly part of the problem. And the other part is that when it comes to your eyelashes, I feel like eyelashes, they get lighter at the tips. So when I put on like black mascara, it just darkens the whole thing, and I have more lashes. But my eyebrows, putting something like a mascara on my eyebrows doesn't necessarily do all that much. The only thing that it can do is, like, if you have little hairs like kind of around your eyebrows that are a little bit lighter, like, you know, your skin naturally has little tiny hairs that are just very fine and very light in color. So this can like maybe make them look thicker if you paint it onto the hairs around your eyebrows as well, like if you just do a big swipe. But I don't know, for me it was messy. I got like little pieces of it everywhere, and then it either wasn't noticeable at all, or I had like little kind of smudges from it. I don't know, just for me this doesn't really do it. I'm not saying it's a bad product. I'm not saying there isn't people out there who absolutely love this, and I love Pacifica. I like a lot of their products. This just personally didn't work out for me. So I just kind of wanted to mention that. And I think that I was thinking it'd be a quicker and easier way to do my eyebrows when I have like no time. I could just go to-do, my eyebrows are done. But you know, there's no magic product that'll do that for you that I've found yet. So this is no exception. Next, Konjac sponge from Ecotools. This is the more exfoliating one because they have a sensitive one. And the other one is white, and this one is charcoal gray. So I was hoping that this was going to be exfoliating, just at least a little bit. But the problem for me is that this gets kind of slimy when you wet it down, which is what you're supposed to do. You know, it's hard, you wet it down, it gets really soft and spongy and like slimy or slippery. So it just glides on your face. It's like the opposite of exfoliation. It's like, I feel like my fingers exfoliate more when I wash my face with my fingers. So when I put soap on it and I just like wash my face with soap, it like spreads the soap kind of, but it doesn't even get my makeup off. Like I don't know. It's too slippery. It's too soft. I need to use something else. Like my Clarisonic works so much better. This scrubby towel, granted, is very scrubby, but it works extremely well. So I don't know, it's just too slippery. Maybe if I use it a lot, the slipperiness will like wash off and it'll become a little different. I don't know, because it's my first experience with this type of sponge. So I'll keep using it, but as of right now, I just don't really like it that much. Not saying it's a bad product. I know people love these things and they're very popular. So just for me, I'm not sure what I think of it. Next, and I don't have every single brush in this set. I think I'm missing one or two. But these are the Ecotools brushes. What are they called? I don't know what they're called. So this one says Skin Perfecting, Mattifying Finish, and Eye Perfecting. But they are stippling brushes. And basically, I like them. Sorry, this is very, I should have formulated what I'm gonna say ahead of time, but they're nice and I like them, but I expected them to be a little bit softer. They're not scratchy and they're not hard, but I have some brushes that are softer than these. These are soft, but there's like another level of softness above these, is what I'm trying to say. So that was the only thing, is I was just kind of like, they feel soft when you touch them, but then when you actually are putting on your face, you're like, this is not as soft as I would expect it to be. This one is soft. I think because it's so fluffy and big, this one does feel soft, but this one is a little bit, you know, less soft. So it might depend on like the shape and size of them as well, but basically these are just okay. So not necessarily a fail, but just I wish that they were a little softer. But they're cool. They're nice. I've used them a little bit so far. And I think that's it. That is it. That's everything I wanted to mention. One other thing that I thought that I would save for last is talking about gemstones, because I love gemstones, you guys. I have 5 minutes left to finish up this video. So I thought I would save it for last because not everybody, you know, is into the whole jewelry thing. And I know I talk about jewelry all the time, but if you guys want me to mention gemstones in my favorites videos, I would love to do that because honestly, I love gemstones. So the ones that I thought that I would mention today is my most recent love, which is sunstone. I am in love with sunstone. Basically, it naturally has these little like flecks in it. I don't know if it's mica, but it tends to be kind of orangey colors. And sometimes the flecks are big, like in this one, or sometimes they're more fine. Like in these two here. See, this one is quite fine, this little one. This one has bigger little chunks in it. I believe the stone, it can come from a few different places, but in the US, they have it in Oregon. Why can't I pronounce anything? So it's a really neat stone and it's really pretty because it has those little sparklies in it. So that's just been something I've been loving lately. I have always loved labradorite, which is what I'm wearing today, but I really like to branch out and kind of collect all different gemstones and make jewelry with them. So these are pieces that I've made for myself to keep. So I do have some pieces that I'm selling of sunstone and, you know, just some loose pieces that I'm going to make jewelry with to sell. But these ones I made for myself, and this is for myself as well. This is called fire agate or agate. I don't know if you can see them. It has like this really cool glow to it. I don't know if the lights are too bright to be able to see, but it's so pretty. And this is a really expensive stone. The sunstone is relatively expensive too. It's just slightly more expensive than labradorite, but this one is really pricey. Like this teeny tiny little piece goes for about 50 bucks, and this is something that I picked out, but then my parents bought me as a gift, the little stone, because I've been really wanting a piece of this particular stone, and so I'm super excited to get it. So those are the gemstones that I wanted to mention this time around. I definitely have more, so if you're interested, I can, you know, at the end of my favorites, I can always talk about gemstones. So anyways, that is it. Those are my February favorites. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.